Ready.
Your life, Joanna.
Welcome everyone to this week's Sacred Divination. I am Tawana Yvette, and I am the mother of the Sisters of Trinity. That means I'm kind of like the womb. I came in, I formed, brought everybody together, and
Mute yourself.
sorry. I was trying to figure out where it was coming from. So we offer a few different types of divination. One is tarot, one is oracle, one is pendulum, and one is dowsing rods. Now I have a tricky brother on the other side of the spirit realm who has hidden my pendulums. He let me find my board, but still looking for the pendulums. D has named him Tricky Ricky because he always hides everything I need. So I cannot offer pendulum readings tonight. I can offer oracle or dowsing rods. But the others offer tarot, pendulums, and dowsing rods as well. Now, I must say that we reserve the dowsing rods for and the pendulums for yes or no questions only in the best interest of time. Another disclaimer, if a practitioner enters your energy and once you ask for a reading, we have permission to enter your energy by spiritual law and feels uncomfortable, we reserve the right to decline. Dee, would you like to go ahead and go, darling?
Hi, I'm Dee. I am the crone of the Trinity Sisters, and I offer tarot, oracle, pendulum, and dowsing rods. The dowsing rods, of course, and I don't know if you already said this to one, I'm sorry, are reserved for yes and no questions only due to our time restraints. So I'm glad you're here. Welcome, and let's have a great night.
And then we have our other sister, our maiden, Sonia, who's going to pop up on the camera in a few minutes. I don't know if she's here on audio right now. She may be running in the house. She coming home from work. You there?
Okay. I'm just wondering if Jindali could be Sonia. Not sure.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay.
It's Sonia. Hi, everyone. I'm Sonia. I am the maiden of Trinity. And to what Tawana and Dee had mentioned earlier, I offer tarot, oracle, pendulum, and dowsing rods. And we are happy for you all to come and spend time with us today.
Thank you, darling. So, Sophia, you had a question first. The other disclaimer. We need to know what type of reading you would like. What area of your life are we talking about? General, love, career, things like that. Who you would like to read you, and you can't say just anyone. We follow spiritual law to the letter, because without following spiritual law to the letter, our gifts can be taken. Our ancestors do not appreciate it, and we do suffer consequences behind it. Personally, I'm not trying to go there, so please just make sure you're clear about who you want to read you, what type of reading you want, what area we're talking about, and whether you want tarot, oracle, yes or no questions with pendulums or dowsing rods. Now, the last thing I'm going to say, if you want to see real magic tonight, my girl D right there, her dowsing rods are natural. They're the way they were supposed to be, the way they were designed to be, taken from nature with permission on her land. and they're wood. They're sticks, and she balances them on her finger, and you want to see magic, watch them move. Mine are copper, which is what came next after the original. So Sophia, you had a yes or no question. Not a yes or no, you had a question.
I have a question, but Leanne's here, so Leanne could go first. So proper.
No, you go first. You have things you have to do.
It's okay. It's actually quiet right now. I'm actually enjoying the quietness here. It's
Okay.
I don't have.
Leanne. Okay.
I'll go, will I? Yeah. So I'm just wondering if I could choose D, and would I be able to have like a general maybe tarot for March? We've just come into March. And is it okay if I ask a yes, no question for the rods as well? Or just one thing?
So for that,
Mhm.
if you're choosing two types of divination, it has to be two different practitioners.
Okay, so I will go, Sonia, for the yes, no question. Thank
Great. Thank you.
you. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you, Leanne, for understanding. You're such a sweetie.
No, I just needed to be clear as well. Thank you.
Okay, let's see what we have.
Let them in. I don't know. Still people coming. What?
Should I let him in on the room, Sophia?
Yeah, and obviously otherwise we could just and we can just find out while Dean's giving her.
Okay.
Don't know who it is, don't know how. The wonderful thing about people. And user, don't know who Jindarling is. Jindarling, you have to come on camera. Otherwise we will remove you. We don't know who you are.
Okay, Leanne, let's see what we have for you for March. Well, it looks you're feeling like you've been through it. That you've been through the battle. You have the Five of Swords, and it's in reverse. So that is in the past. You are moving forward from that, but you have been through the ringer, so to speak. But you have the Judgment card, which is a rebirth. So for March, it's like the slate's clean. You're starting new. You're starting fresh, and thank goodness that whole planetary an eclipse is over. Pretty much, and I think a lot of that has to do with everyone's feeling better right now. You do have a new endeavor coming that is talking about money with the Page of Pentacles. You have the Six of Pentacles also, but it's in reverse. Now, don't give everything away of yourself. It's okay to keep things for yourself. You deserve that. Treat yourself, but don't give everything away. Your money, your energy. Don't let it exhaust you and put you in a bind. Let's see what else we got. You have the Nine of Pentacles, but the Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. So you're going to feel like you don't have everything you want right now. it is a work in process. That's why it's telling you not to give everything away. Hold some stuff for yourself. Okay, and the Chariot also, but it's in reverse. So this is also saying it's going to move slow. You're going to get there, but it is very slow right now for March. Let's see when it pick up. Yeah, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and that's planting those seeds, letting your future expand. You're doing what you need to do. So just keep doing that. It's gonna move slow, but there are rewards in the end, and you'll be okay.
Thank
I
you,
hope that helps.
Dee. Yeah, thank you so much, Dee.
You're my pleasure.
Thank you, Dee. We do have, I saw Debbie on the website. So, Debbie, if you're watching and if you want to have a reading, just let us know in the comments.
And just to clarify, was it dowsing rods or pendulum you were wanting the yes or no question?
We'll go the dowsing rod, Sonia, if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so trying to see, I'll give you a nonverbal cue, which is more, oh, sorry, my thing always raises my hand. So I'll do like a head nod to let you know that I'm ready.
Sure, thank you.
You're welcome. And then, okay. All right.
Okay. My question is regarding my house, the work being done on my house next week. I'm just wanting to clarify, will it get completed easily?
Looking like a no.
Cool. Okay. Crap.
I know, right?
Might be a little bit more than I need to expect, maybe. That's okay. Thank you.
Absolutely, of course.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All righty. All right, Sophia, you're up next.
I'm up next. Really?
Yep.
Great. Well, I hope this is okay. It's a question with 4 little parts, but it's a quick question. But Tawana, your rods, and I love Dee's rods, but I want to go with your rods. We'll go to Dee's rods next time. I hope that's. Thank you.
It was behind my coffee. I'm like, where's my spray? Okay. I'll do the same as Sonia. I'll nod my head when
Yeah.
my breath, when I hold my breath.
Okay. Okay, so this is about my body. It is at a stage that I really need to do something with it, and I want to be clear. I've got 4 options. I just want the most important, what I really need to do now. Do I need to focus on? Okay, so do I need to focus on more physical movement as a priority? As a priority, do I need to focus on more physical movement?
Yes.
Right. So all the others are we won't worry about them. Because I just want to do one. I don't want to do the whole 4, just one. It's a priority. Good.
Okay.
All I wanted to know. Okay. That's it.
Thank you.
Is
Thank
there
you,
anyone else,
Tawana.
Christmas?
Thank you, Cynthia. We do have Debbie. She said would like a tarot reading from D, all about my health issues, please.
Okay.
Excuse me, I just need to walk away for a second to close my door.
Okay, I've got 4 that flipped out so far. I'm just trying to get a clarification card. Use one more card, please. Okay. Let me get another deck. All right, what I'm seeing, Debbie, is you're getting a lot of opinions from other people as to what you should do. And it's kind of making you more confused than anything because you have the Hierophant in reverse. I don't know if you've gone for multiple doctors, if you're getting second opinions, or if these are just friends and family that are giving you their different opinions, but it's kind of making you more confused right now than anything. But you do have the Strength card, and it's upright, so you have the strength to go through whatever you need to do in order to take care of your health. And don't forget how strong you are, because you are a very strong person. And you got the Seven of Cups, which is showing all of the different options and decisions that you're having to make. Unfortunately, nobody's going to be able to make that for you. You're just going to have to outweigh your options and see which is the best fit for you and what you want out of life, what your goals are. You have the King of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So money may be coming into this as an issue as to what decision you're trying to make. And you also get the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So it seems like a money issue is kind of keeping you stuck right now into making this decision. But with my other deck, you got the Fool card. And that is a new journey. That is a new beginning. So you're gonna have that answer, but it's only gonna come from you. Nobody else can tell you what to do. You have to make that choice on your own. But the journey, let me try to get one other card. Okay, that card is the Four of Pentacles. It's in reverse, which is another card regarding finances, money, but it's in reverse. So it's telling you not to hang on to money that may be available to help you with your health. Don't worry about saving it, for rainy days, saving it for the future. If you have it, then spend it on yourself, Debbie. Don't hold back. You need it for your health and for your future. So use it for that and don't squirrel it away. And I hope that helps.
Thanks, Dee.
Mhm.
We don't have anyone else yet on the website. So maybe if Sophia or Leanne.
And what about Christ May?
I'm not sure. Can I have a general oracle reading from Sonia, please?
Gotcha.
Debbie said thank you so much, Dee.
You're welcome, Debbie.
I could always ask a quick question for D sticks. If D sticks available.
Yes, ma'am. I have them right here.
And I shouldn't say sticks. That's not.
Well, that's what they are. They're sticks. I call them that. So, okay. Okay, I'm ready.
Will I have to pay the parking fine? Will I have to pay the parking fine?
Oh, that's happening fast, Sophia.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Can I reword that Can I reword that question? How do I get out of paying the parking fine?
That's a reading.
I know.
That's a
Yes or
reading
no
or a lawyer.
This is a $700 bloody parking fine for a disability thing that I have a disability permit.
Uh,
Then yeah, that's
yeah, I would
legal.
fight that. I would fight it.
Well, I've started the process, but it's like, what? Really? That was a quick yes.
It was because they usually don't move that fast.
I'd have to reword that one. Righty. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else on Christ May yet?
No one else is on the website yet.
All right, May, you ready?
Yeah, right.
All right, so technically I pulled from 4 decks. So you always get the affirmation card from me. And then I did the Shadow Work Oracle deck, Healing Energy Oracle deck, and Future Higher Self Oracle. The Shadow Work and the Future Self, I pulled three cards were drawn for that, and then the Healing one gave me 4 cards. So I'll start with your affirmation, which I feel like set the tone for the reading. It says, today I am ready to receive love. Today I am open to being loved by another healthy person. Okay. And so start with the shadow work. The first one I came up with shame. It says, embrace your flaws. They are a part of your unique story. Humiliation, disgrace, embarrassment. So maybe some shame regarding just like a part of yourself or something that you have not fully healed from. And it's not to say causing a barrier, but more of a hindrance, like to more so being open to receiving love from another healthy person. Followed by pride was the second card that came out. True worth is measured by character, not accolades. And so I feel like with those two coming out, shame and pride of like trying to hide that piece that you haven't worked through fully with like accolades as a like an overcompensation. When in reality they both matter and it's a part of you, and also fully healing from that piece will help bring you into a place where you can have even more accolades, and it's more of a you honoring yourself and all the different pieces of you as opposed to like trying to flex or um, talk about things to like, again, the overcompensation. And then the last one that came up was betrayal. Not necessarily like being, you're going to be betrayed, but more like there was a history, like a prior experience of betrayal that I think contributes to the shame and the overcompensation of pride that's hindering your ability to move forward and being able to open yourself up for that. It says healing begins with acceptance and forgiveness. And what popped up was self-forgiveness as well. Like more so like we've talked about before, like forgiving someone, but you can forgive them from over there. But I think what reads bigger from this card is self-forgiveness of like, whether that's not necessarily allowing yourself to get played, but like you were in a situation where you could have taken a different route, but you didn't. And not to necessarily blame yourself, but to forgive yourself. Like I did it. I want to take ownership of it and accept that's what happened. And then take from it like a teaching moment, right? Whatever you've learned from it, take that away from it and throw the rest away. There's no need to carry on the rest of that, which I think is where the shame card comes into play. Like, I can't believe I got played or, fell for the okie doke, when it's like, nope, I did. What led to me falling for the okie doke? And then that's probably not a term. I don't know if y'all hear that in New Zealand or Australia, but okie doke is like just being taken advantage of or, for a fool. And so like owning that, like that happened. We always say that like in the therapy world of it's not a matter of when you'll get manipulated or played, it's when it happens, not if it happens. And that also falls in love, right? Whether that's love for a friend, a family member, a romantic partner, right? They're like as we grow and develop and we learn from these experiences, they're not always going to be beneficial or like something's going to be perfect, right? You have to trial and error. All right. So with the healing energy oracle, the first one that came, which I think is on part, return to heart. I breathe light and stick to the essential for my soul, the present moment. I calm my thoughts. I focus on my heart and find space to be where my light and or space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace in inner silence. And like as I'm reading this, the scene from Kung Fu Panda, I don't know if you've ever watched that movie, but when the OG turtle is talking to it's called Panda, Jack Black does the voice for it. And he says, the past is history, the future is a mystery, today's a gift. That's why it's called the present. And like that's what popped up as I was reading it. And I was like, and especially with it being, I don't know if you can see the picture, but the heart, return to heart. So next card, divine light. I am an expression of love and I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder and goodness of who I am. Okay. And I feel like this card is that reminder of once going through that self-forgiveness, that reminder of self-love, right? Because that's going to be as, if not more important when you are, right, receiving that love from someone else. You got to also know to love yourself just as much, if not more, because you can teach them how to love you. I mean, if you don't love yourself, you're not going to know how to communicate or articulate that to the person. So keeping that at the forefront. And also being able to choose yourself, like when things are going south and it's time for you to abort mission and get up out of there, always choose yourself, which I feel like is the lesson you need to learn from the betrayal and the shame. Hopefully that resonates, but that's what dots just started connecting. Third card, gratitude. I am aware of the light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the beauty in and around me. I give thanks to God, universe, higher power, for every little thing that brings me joy. Thus, I enlighten my thoughts. Riches surround me, and I appreciate all that life brings. And then the last card from that deck is acceptance. I accept every step that life presents me without resistance. I try to find out what the universe is trying to teach me so that I can grow. Thus, I advance in freedom on the path of light. Resonates with what I said earlier, right? Growing to develop, take life lessons. Turning the L into a lesson is something we say here in America, right? Turning that loss into a lesson. And so now your future higher self, the first one that came out, big dreams are built by those who do the work. So that reminder, right, of putting in that work of self-forgiveness, that self-love, as if like preparing yourself for that. Next up, you have many layers of truth to discover. There we go. And so as you're going through that preparation, there's going to be some things that you're going to uncover about yourself. That is your truth. And then the last card is what you find may not be what you expect, but what you truly need. And as I read that, it's that reminder of, some people kind of have like their list of what they find is the perfect partner. Done, like, just go ahead and toss that. Or use that to say, what is it, like, how do I compare to that list? What is it that I'm bringing to the table to match that? And then you find yourself maybe doing some revamping or reevaluating what exactly is important for you. So don't get hung up on what your perfect or ideal partner is, because it may not fit that list. So I hope that resonated with you.
Thank you, Sonia.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I'm not sure if Samantha Wind is still on the website, but Samantha, if you're still on the website and if you'd like to get a reading, just let us know in the comments. I did saw her earlier on the website, so yes.
I'll send her a message as well on Facebook. But however, in saying that, Sonia, you still got your cards out?
I do.
May I have a reading?
Are you wanting an oracle?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, guys, I got a lot of cards. So just want to make sure I got the right ones. Okay, oracle, anything specific? I've talked about.
Otherwise we'll be here all day.
Mm-hmm. Did you say what type, or you
Just
still thinking?
general.
General? Okay. I'll mute myself just in case the other person responds.
Yeah. I'll send a message to.
All righty. Sophia, you ready?
Yep.
Did anybody respond before I get started? So if anybody needs to prep.
All good.
Okay. All righty. So I did the affirmation card, of course, and also did 3 decks, shadow work, the sacred ancestor messages, and moonology oracles. All right. So your affirmation card says, today I am energetic. Today I am filled with an incredible energy and enthusiasm to face this beautiful day. Which I laugh because your behind was supposed to be elsewhere, but you're here with us today. All right, so I'll start with the shadow work deck. Each deck gave me 3 cards, so we'll read through them all. So your first one for numbness was numbness. To feel pain is to be alive and human, and the vibe I'm getting is more like emotional as opposed to physical. Numbness, it says insensitivity, disconnection, indifference. So maybe there's something potentially like, I think just things kind of going like boom, 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 boom in succession that's causing this numbness, whether that's emotional or maybe even spiritual, like you not having the time to actually absorb or internalize things. So that it's creating a disconnection or a numbness for you. The next one, control, which I laugh because I feel like we talk about this with you, ma'am, pretty frequently.
All the time.
Control. By letting go of the illusion of control, we open ourselves to genuine freedom. And it has on there domination, manipulation, and power. What's coming to me is like, what's the function? WTF? What's the function of the control? Like, why is it so predominant? Right? Like, what? Pun intended with the predominant. Okay, so yeah, but what is the function that control is serving for you? And is that something that's helping or hindering you? So something to think about, marinate on. And then the last card for shadow work is depression. It says, this too shall pass. Every storm brings a rainbow. Pardon me. And so maybe a depressed state, not necessarily like a depression diagnosis, but there's like a feeling of loss of something. So not necessarily like of a person or relationship, but like a space, just like something that was a part of your norm, of your schedule or routine that has now been changed. So like just kind of the feeling of depressed, like a depressed feeling from that experience. Sadness, hopelessness, despair was like also in there, but I just felt it more of like a loss is what it felt like, a depressed state from loss. All right. Now, from your sacred ancestor messages, the first one that came out was seasonal flux. It says, honor the earth, for it is your home and your teacher. In its cycles, you find the wisdom you seek. Walk softly upon the land with blessings. Live in harmony with nature.
Okay.
Okay. Your second card says adventurous voyage. Learn to ride the waves, knowing that after every storm comes calm. Trust the currents of your life to carry you to your destiny. Have courage on life's journey. So it sounds like that feeling of entering uncharted territory or something different, right? A change in routine. And so understanding that it's for the better, or it's something that'll actually help you develop and grow into a better part or your higher self. And then your last card from this deck is Primal Forces. Do not be tamed by expectations of others. Embrace your wild nature, for it is where your power lies. Live with vulnerability and authenticity. Freedom is found in rebellion. So being true to self, also not allowing someone to dim your light, right? Or you making the decision, right, to make yourself small or to retreat in some way to make somebody else feel better or feel more important. No, like do your thing, talk your stuff, like be you. That's their cross to bear.
Yeah.
And so with the last deck, your moonology. The first one said a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra, right? The balance, you see the. And so doing those things, right? Identifying the why in regards to your control and like getting back connected with nature will help with the win-win. And your second card that came up is a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. And so maybe like the conclusion of something that's been building up, or like a fire. There's other ways you can define or interpret climaxing that would be fiery in nature. It's also possibility. Just throwing that out there. Take from that what resonates. And then your last card, surrender to the divine. Definitely has popped up for you before. But I think, right, kind of going back, kind of tying all this together of becoming reconnected. Right. Some things that may fill up as a priority may not be as far as in this moment. But reconnecting, right, for the purpose of getting that balance back of solidifying that win-win that's in the forecast. So making sure that it actually comes to fruition. And trusting like the change in your routine that it will be beneficial to you.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully that resonated with you.
It did. Probably a little bit too much, but thank you.
Yes, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. I don't think there's anyone else on the website right now.
Okay, it's 8:55 anyway.
Yeah. I want to start. All good. Thank you.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, that concludes this week's Sacred Divination. I hope everyone received what they were looking for. And we are wishing you all a beautiful week ahead.
Thank you, everyone, for sharing your energy with us.
Yes, thank you all, and have a great rest of your day or evening.
See y'all next week.